Ain't even got the mics ready, bud. God. The crap I gotta put up with just because I don't know how to do any of it.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, are you about ready now?
Yeah, it's live.
Do we have a green light? Start to finish. Houston Speedway. Mother's Day, what do I got? 2 weeks to get the truck ready?
Something like that.
It ain't far anymore, so I might have to get going on that. Turn 2 Lodge down in Knoxville. Place to stay if you want to go down to Knoxville. Kaiser aluminum wheels for pretty much all your wheel needs. Hubs, brakes now. Fulkins Brothers Trucking. Heartland Hardware. Their appliances. They got 3 stores. 1 in Brandon, South Dakota. 2 of them in Iowa and George and Haywarden. And then we never want to forget about Hero Haven for all the things they do for the vets and first responders.
Yeah, just a quick thank you also. Michelle Sanderson with American Hero Clothing in Larchwood, Iowa, did our hoodies, which neither one of us have on. These are old ones. And then the hat you see down in front, she's just getting into it. She's also out of Larchwood, LB Ink and Thread. Her name is Lizzie Kramer, and the hats turned out absolutely awesome. So got to give them two a huge shout out. If you're looking for any apparel or hats, American Hero Clothing out of Larchwood and LB Ink and Thread out of Larchwood also.
One more thing before we get started. Beans already tuned in. Snow's listening. I just got to ask Snow, we need to learn more about the fruity drinks you were drinking that you talked about on your show last night. So next time we sit down, I want to learn more about these fruity drinks. See how I didn't catch how that night ended for you, but we'll just leave it at that. Right. Just so Snow knows that we're paying attention.
That's good. That's good. And you can always watch them. They kind of change here and there, but it's been Tuesday
nights now. Yep.
And I don't know if he has a set time. But they're going to be sometime
somewhere
Tuesday
between
night.
8 and 9.
Yep,
it starts.
So,
but listen to it. Listen, him and Shane put on a great show.
Not benchmark.
Bench racing.
Just bench racing.
I think so.
And Lumber Lounge is Snow and Shane. So
and for Shane too, just in case Shane listens. I remembered a couple things, fellas. Shane's got his little golf 1-hole course in the backyard. Bud knows a kid. If you need to get your green nice, give Bud a call. He'll hook you up with his boy. He'll make your green pretty for you down there. Yeah, tell you exactly how to do it.
I'll post a picture of our green.
There you go.
Backyard.
Bud's got a putting green in his backyard.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, we should probably introduce our guest, Bud.
Yeah, he's sitting here waiting. Hey, we're back at Hoagie's Garage, and tonight, I was going to say this week, got to give me a little bit. I just had golf practice and jumped on a mower for 2.5 hours, and I walked in here and we're doing a podcast. So
that's how we roll.
It's how it rolls. So Jake Neuman, how you doing, Jake?
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm glad you're still there, Jake. You're sitting there like, what the heck did I get myself into? But I think before we do anything, you had a big win this weekend. Let's start there. Give us a little recap of this weekend, and because I think you raced Friday night also, didn't you? With the Outlaws?
Yeah, we raced Friday night with the Outlaws. That was not good. I mean, it was good. We made the show and everything, but qualifying, I killed the wall, knocked the ladder out of it. Then I hit the wall again with the ladder out of it.
Well, if you're going to do it, you just want to do it right.
Well, I was consistent. I hit it in the same spot twice.
That a boy.
But we were able to transfer out of the heat race and basically just ride around until we got lapped by Larson and pull in.
Yeah.
So.
Man, but he was just out lapping everybody that night.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go from going 242 mile an hour to 80 mile an hour. It's like riding a lawnmower.
Yeah, when he
But,
crashed, when he was going 200 mile an hour.
He knocked the ladder out too when he was going 240. So
yeah.
Well, he knocked something out. I don't know if they got a Jacobs ladder in IndyCar. That's a little higher tech, but
you know what I mean.
yeah.
So
Then we made the show, and then what? Well, I guess we came home and washed that night, and then trucked her to Beaver Dam first thing in the morning to do maintenance and everything. But I think we qualified probably fifth, and then missed the setup a little bit in the heat race. And for the dash, I wanted to try something because it was before dash draw, so we changed some stuff and it worked. So we just kept it for the feature and just did a few changes, and it worked out really good.
Absolutely. Well, you get the win, but isn't that kind of what a dash is for? In a certain degree, you can try a few things because you're guaranteed to start in top 6 or 8, depending on how many cars are there.
Yeah. So with IRA, it's top 10.
Okay.
It's 2 5-car dashes, and then I really didn't have anything to lose because if I started on the front row, so at that point it really didn't matter as much because you're in clean air, so that's going to help you a little bit and everything. But I just wanted to try something and see if it would work, and ended up working really good.
So
I hope you took notes, right?
Did you start on pole then?
He started, yeah.
Okay. And did you lead the whole thing on Saturday?
All but one lap. All but one lap.
Okay.
That's
We're
a good
side
night.
by side at the line.
Oh, just so Jake knows, Snow says Jake's awesome.
Oh. Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Snow?
Oh, I know Snow.
Does anybody not know Snow?
Jesus. So let's go back to this then. Where are you actually from, Jake? And what do you do? Married, single, stuff like that.
I'm from New Berlin, Illinois, which is between I'm 20 minutes from Jacksonville.
Okay.
Where the Outlaw show was.
Yep.
So, and then I actually got started in racing with my cousin's Brandon Shepard.
Oh, okay.
So that started the whole racing deal because that's my mom's side. And, really from there, I went the open wheel route and he went obviously the fender car route. So.
How old were you when you started racing then?
Got my first quarter midget when I was 4. I couldn't race till I was 5.
Oh, so you started early.
Yeah.
And the quarter midget. Didn't even bother with a go-kart. Just jumped right into the quarter midget.
Yeah, quarter midget I'd say till I was 8.
Okay.
5 to 8, and then I got in a micro until I was 14. I got my first midget. And midget, this is my 4th full year on a sprint car.
Okay. Because you still run midgets. I mean, you ran the Chili Bowl and stuff this year, right? You run
Yes.
any midget other than the Chili Bowl, or?
I used to, and the guy I was running for, he ended up putting Zach Dominant, so which was okay with me because he wanted to race a little more than what I wanted to because I was working on the sprint car stuff, trying to get that stuff going, and so yeah, it was too much to go over there, work on the car during a week, and then plus I still had to get the sprint car stuff ready.
Yeah. So when you were racing when you were young, how did you do? I mean, did you move up because of age, or did you move up because you were doing well and wanted a new challenge?
I was doing well in the quarter midget. I mean, a lot of people know quarter midget's a lot of politics, so that was the main reason we got out of that. But then the micros, I only won actually one Power Eye micro race, and then I won a big non-wing micro race, and then when I won it, it's like I already had a midget, but we got out of micros then and just started pursuing the midgets more.
Okay. So what was the big race that you won?
The Terry Sprague Memorial at SIR.
Okay. It's always every time they put memorial on a race, it's always a bigger deal.
That's right.
Remember,
Well, it used to be a bit. Well, it used to not pay as much as it does now, but
well, nothing paid. You know, the money's
Yeah.
been good the last few years in racing
it is.
if you're winning.
Yes.
But so what you said, 4 years now you've been running. Did you go right to 410 when you got to the sprint car then, or did you run a 360?
Yeah. So I went straight to 410. I ran a 305 for Brandon Shepard and his dad. They had one, and I just played around with it at Jacksonville and Lincoln, Illinois, probably 3 or 4 times, and it wasn't much of a 305 sprint car, but I raced it probably 3 or 4 times, and then I went straight to 410.
Okay. It was still fun, even if it wasn't much of a sprint car, though, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still faster than what you and me want to go, bud.
That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. So, 4 years in a sprint car, how did you, where did you all travel? What did you all do? Did you just stay close to Jacksonville then, or is it Jacksonville? Or where's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, he's close to
Yeah, when
Jacksonville.
we
That's not where
first started, I ran the MOA series around here, and then I ran Jacksonville a lot weekly because their weekly program's really good. They get 24 cars, sometimes have a B main just for a weekly program. And I raced there, and then towards the end of the first year, I was just racing it part time because I was still racing a midget. We went up to we ran 4 IRA races, and we just had a little GB 2300 that we first bought, which was probably one of my favorite motors for the littler tracks. And I went and ran 2 IRA races at the end of the year, that first year. And then after that, we followed IRA because Steve Sinclair and that whole group's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And we had Steve on the show. He's a hell of a nice guy.
Steve Sinclair, Steve Beitler?
Beitler, maybe?
Is he the Skagit guy?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah.
So,
But that Jacksonville, I don't know how much fun it is to race, but that's a fun track to watch. I mean, guys, we got to put that on your bucket list for a place to go sometime for a little vacation to watch a race there once, I think.
Yeah, it's there you almost drive a sprint car more like, to me, I drive it more like a midget because it's more cowboy up and get on the wheel, and I get to take some of the midget experience into that.
Yep.
So I think that helps me a lot. But yeah, it's always multiple grooves, banging the wall, and it's always really good racing.
Because mind you, we never even heard of Jacksonville until we got like Flow and Dirt Vision and stuff going. But since we've been able to watch it, yeah, there's been some kick-ass races at that track.
absolutely.
So this year then, how big of a schedule do you got for yourself this year?
So we started out, we're doing the whole IRA deal.
Yep.
And we started out at Peavey with the Outlaws. I just wanted to start there just to see where we compare coming out of the gate. So we're going to do the whole IRA deal, and then we're going to do the 3-day Outlaw Swing at Plymouth, Beaver Dam, and Angel Park. And then they have a 2-day show at Wilmot. And then I'll hit and miss, like, I'll run a lot of the Jacksonville weekly stuff. And then I'll hit and miss just anything I can. Then I'll go down to Peavey for the Ironman. And depending on how the motor situation and everything is, we'll go back to Knoxville and give that another try.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then we stand a chance of saying hi.
Yeah, he gets back into our neck of the woods a little bit.
Yeah.
again, we're talking to Jake Neuman, winner of IRA race Saturday night.
Beaver Dam, right?
Yeah, it was at Beaver Dam.
Look at us go. We remembered two things, but
yeah, we worked together there and we got that covered. So, Jake, is the car owned by you, or who's it actually owned by?
So yeah, it's family owned.
Okay.
It's all our stuff, and then we just have sponsors that help out on it.
Yeah. So,
Beansy mentioned the sponsors, bud. Let's let him read them off.
Okay,
quick.
absolutely.
Just so we like to put the guys on the spot to see if they know their sponsors.
Yeah, Brant Professional Agriculture, Modern Paving and Scrap, Shepherd Auto Sales, Kelly Construction and Snow Removal, S&J Gray Trucking, Darrenwood Heating and Cooling, Country Financial, FK Rod Ends, Bell Helmets. I think that's about it.
Yeah, you see. I got to ask, just because we had a really nice winter here. You mentioned your one sponsor was snow removal. Did they have a good, decent business this year by you guys, or did they have no snow to move like we had here?
We had some snow to move.
Okay.
We do a lot of doctor's offices, and I work for the guy in the wintertime, so.
Oh, okay.
And you said Brant, right? Is that a local, or is that part of the big Brant company?
It is the big Brant company. They're actually from, their first place was 4 miles down the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
That's
local
awesome.
for you, but big otherwise. So
Yes.
okay.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Tim Frederick says hi to us too, bud.
You bet. So the number on your car. How did you come up with the number on your car?
Grandpa was a Big Deal senior fan.
Okay. That's easy enough.
So did you have it all the way through?
When we first started, I was Dale Jr., number 8, and then I went to 88 when I went to that number, and then I was only that for maybe half a year or whatever, and then I just went into 3, and we just made it 3N, and there were a lot of people that had just regular 3, so
Yep.
just easy to put a letter on it and call it done.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
that makes it easy.
So if you can go back in your memory better than me and Bud, what's your most memorable win or biggest win? What pops in your head right away?
Racing at Plymouth, gosh, that was probably 23.
Okay.
I had a crew guy, he was a buddy of mine. He was the only one with CDL at the time because I didn't go get mine yet. And he quit on me the night before. So I had and our truck, or semi-truck was broke down. So we got one from a local guy here, and we got it and took it up to Plymouth. And it was just me, my brother, and my uncle. And we went up there and just got her done. It was, I think it was 30 laps. And its IRA at the time was $3,000 to win. And it ended up being like $100 a lap for every lap you led.
Okay.
Well, I led all 30, so it was like $6,000.
Oh, damn.
So rolling in when drivers meetings going on, and that was a thrash, but it paid off.
So
it's funny how that works sometimes.
Did
It is.
Did any of the three of you have a CDL, or did somebody just drive?
My uncle had a CDL, and he was the only one.
Okay.
And now I'm the only one with CDL, so I got to drive everywhere.
Well, that's all right sometimes, but other times I get to be a grind too.
Oh yeah, it's okay driving up to Wisconsin. The drive home's not real great.
Yeah, we went down to Eagle this last weekend down by Lincoln, and there was 5 classes, and there's 175,
172 or something. I don't know, 170 some cars.
and they did a hell of a job pushing them through. But we got home at 3 a.m.
Yep.
So that's probably not that late for you, but for us old guys, that was late.
Bud manned up, drove the whole thing. I offered to drive a little on the way, or I told him I could drive if I needed to, but I just talked in the back seat to keep him awake on the way home.
Yeah, I got home at 4 a.m. from Beaver Dam,
Yeah.
and then I was the only one awake from about Madison on.
Ooh,
Oh, geez.
damn, from Madison on. So, how old are you then, Jake?
27.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
See, we
yeah.
could have done it when we were 27,
Oh,
too,
geez.
bud. Yeah.
What a piece of cake.
I'm a lot closer to 60
So-
now.
So do you listen to podcasts? Do you listen to music? Or just think about the race? Or what keeps you awake?
I usually just jam out to music and turn the radio up loud, and I like playing like, I don't like this kind of music, but I'll listen to like Jackal.
Yep.
Have you heard of it?
Yep. Yes, I have.
They got the chainsaw song.
Chainsaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll turn
absolutely.
it on and just blare it, and it'll keep me awake for a little while.
But the other two guys sleep through it.
Oh yeah, they sleep through it.
Yeah. It's like taking your kids somewhere.
Well, they just got done with the race. They can't hear anything
Yeah,
anyhow.
yeah.
So, but
You got to crank it just to
What-
hear it.
where's your favorite racetrack?
Jacksonville is probably one of my favorites because it's so local.
Yep.
But I'd say Jacksonville and then Jacksonville and then Plymouth, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So, what's the furthest you've gone then to a race? What's your biggest trip so far?
Back in the midgets, we went to Ocala, Florida when USAC was down there.
Okay. That's a
And then
drive.
when I was 5, we went to Florida to race quarter midget.
Oh, really?
Oh, dang.
Well, at least you didn't have to drive back from there at 5, so.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So who all works on the car? Is it just you? Is it just family, or do you have other people that help you with the car?
So I got one buddy from here in Springfield. He actually lives with me now. So it's me, him, my brother. My dad does like the valves and everything. And then we got a guy from Jacksonville that helps.
So, Dad does the motor work. Who do you get your motors from? Whose motor you run or whatever?
We run Stanton's.
Stanton's? Okay.
Where are they out of?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Because we had somebody else run.
Yeah, we've got it on the list here. I
but
kind of got away from writing it down on our list, but they're on there somewhere.
Absolutely.
We were at the home of Speedway Motors. They got a kick-ass museum. If you're ever really bored, you got to go to Lincoln and go check out that museum. That is cool. You know, it ain't just all racing either. I mean, it's everything. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole story we could go into, bud, sometime.
Absolutely. So would you say that if you had a choice, you would definitely prefer racing on a smaller track than a half mile?
Yeah, bull ring's more my style.
Okay.
They're more our style, too. We prefer to watch a bull ring versus a half mile, but we love to watch them all, so.
Yeah, we're only 20 minutes from Huset's, and Tobe actually lives in Rock Rapids for Rapid Speedway. So, that's what, 3.8?
3.8. They call it a big 3.8.
Big
Inside
3/8.
is 3.8.
Yeah. So Huset's basically fits inside of.
That's the story
Rock
we were always
Rapids,
told.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what we really like. So,
The closest we get out there this year, we go to Jackson with IRA.
say that one more time.
The closest we get out there this year, we'll go to Jackson with IRA.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an hour and a half from us.
Yep.
So
We
15.
sneak up there once or twice a year.
Yeah, we might make one of those races. Depends what
We
it is.
probably
but
should, yeah. Depends if you're available or what's all going on.
Yeah,
Your schedule's busier than mine.
depends if I'm moving my daughter.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we'll get into some rapid fire questions.
See where this brings us.
And we'll go from there. So, What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
That's a popular one.
It is. I don't like it.
My wife likes mints. She likes all that. She, St. Patty's Day, McDonald's has got their
Shakes.
flavor on Shamrock. There we go. She got to get them all the time we go through town. But anyways, that's a different story. Cat or a dog person?
Dog.
Do you have a dog?
Yes, I do.
What do you got?
It's a mini Aussie Corgi mix.
Aussie Corgi man. Okay, that's probably fairly high strung,
He's not bad.
isn't he? Okay.
That's good. Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
Work.
Or
So what is your work? We normally we don't ask that question, but we were talking with Michael Walter, and Tobe asked the question, and here he's a repo man, and the whole conversation.
we quit talking racing. So.
Yeah, we went to repo stuff. So what's your exciting work?
I own my own semi, and I just haul stuff here locally.
Oh,
On a flatbed, reefer,
Mainly dump trailer.
dump trailer. Okay.
there you go.
How about a favorite movie?
Six pack.
Oh, that's a good old one.
Do you prefer snow or rain?
Snow.
If you were going to get stranded on an island, other than that chainsaw song,
Jackal.
what type of music or what would you have to have along to listen to?
Probably just country.
Ah, boy. Old country or new country?
I like old country.
Yeah, boy.
Now I know why Jackal keeps him up if he listens
Yeah.
to old country. So
KXRB up here. That's the station.
do you have a favorite place to go out to eat? Is there a hidden gem over by you somewhere?
Bill's Toasty in Taylorville.
And what is that? Is that like a
Burger joint or?
It's a little hole in the wall burger joint that's open 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just telling somebody today, when you go somewhere, you get the chance. You don't go to McDonald's or Burger King. You got to find the little mom and pop hole in the wall thing, like that one. Those are the places to go to.
And what
Yeah.
town's that in?
Taylorville, Illinois.
Taylorville, Illinois. All right. I probably won't go through there, but I don't know. You never know.
You never know where you end up.
That's right.
How about a favorite holiday?
I'd say Christmas.
Okay.
Yep. How many speeding tickets do you have? Maybe not that many since you have a CDL.
Well, they're all before I had my CDL. And I had 2.
Oh,
Shoot,
that ain't
that's
bad.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
So then, before your CDL, well, or after, it don't matter. But I'm assuming it's before. What's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway or ridden with somebody in the car going down the highway?
My mom and dad live on a country road. When I was 16, I had a Camaro SS. So it was my first car, 2010. And I got up to 160.
Oh, at 16. That's
Yeah.
why he races cars, but his cojones are bigger than ours.
Yep. You weren't going that fast on a gravel road though.
No.
No, my fastest on the gravel road was 140.
Oh my gosh!
So that is crazy, right there.
That's
Because it was
nuts.
a country road. I mean, it was oiled and rocked, but, like, I wouldn't push it past that because all the roads that connect to the road I was on, because it was pretty straight shot, you'd hit those and you could feel the back tires coming off the ground.
Yep,
just a
yeah,
little
you get a
bit.
little air under it.
Oh,
That's ranking right up there with the
Absolutely.
200 mile an hour guys in my opinion, for being a little bit on the
Absolutely.
wild side.
Yeah. What's your go-to drink? Alcoholic, non-alcoholic, both, whichever.
Probably just Tito's lemonade.
There you
It
go.
works. A little vodka lemonade. They sneak up on people, I've been told. They go down too smooth when it's hot out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we got was a yeah. So if you had all the money in the world, just inherited $200 million and won a lottery or something, is there a car, pickup, boat, truck, motorhome, is there anything you've always wished you could have but can't afford to spend the money on it?
I'd probably want I just want like a bagged lowrider, like a step side pickup truck or something.
There you go. I got the step side pickup. I got a '69, but I ain't dropping her. I'm not into that.
I just want something so like almost like rat rod looking, you know,
Yeah.
where it has Pina look on it, and just something old, kind of like what Rico has with his dually.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. I'm not too far from the rat rod look. She's starting to show her age a little bit.
I don't believe that for a second. But do you have like apparel or anything? Do you take it to the races, or don't you have any apparel?
We got a little bit. We didn't order anything this year because I got the same stuff I had last year, so I still have some stuff.
Okay, and the car's pretty much wrapped the same?
Yeah, it's the same as last year.
Okay. So the apparel's at the track, then you don't have like a website or anything that you sell it on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. That way the people know.
Absolutely.
They can hit you up for one.
Well, Jake, we appreciate you taking the time to be on our little show, and we love having different guys on to find out more about racing from different areas of the world. So thanks for being on our show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and like I said, we'll try, if you make her to Knoxville, maybe if we get to Jackson for the IRA show, we'll stop by and we'll say thanks in person.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Best of luck the rest of the year, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.